Hi everybody, thanks for watching Access Hockey MI. We've been doing things a little differently. We're going to get some more interviews for you next week. Today we're going to be talking about a few guys on the Grand Rapids Griffins who have contributed a lot to this season, and they all happen to be AHL veterans, as we would call them. So like 10 to 2-year or 10 to 5-year pros who've been in the league a long time and who have really stepped up and made this team what it is today. So why don't you start us off?
Definitely. The first on our list is the captain of the Grand Rapids Griffins, Matt Ford. This is his second season as captain. He served his first season with Grand Rapids as an alternate underneath Nathan Page. That season we went on to win the Calder Cup. So he's a Calder Cup champion, absolutely phenomenal player. Being that he's now an 11-year pro and has played in so many playoffs, he offers a lot of just league knowledge.
So 5 Calder Cup playoffs he's played in, and 2 of those have been the Griffins.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so and he's a back-to-back captain this season with good reason.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a lot of tenacity. He's a fiery skater. He's a lot of fun to watch, but he's an excellent leader as well. He's a very serious guy, but he pitches in where he needs to be, and I think he helps out the young guys quite a bit. Just in that way, just being a presence on the ice.
Definitely, and this is his 3rd season with the Griffins, and he's got a 2-year contract that he signed in 2018 with us. So, yeah, he'll be with us.
He's sticking around for a little bit.
But it's just so much fun to watch him play, and I think that he leads the team brilliantly as captain.
For sure.
The next guy is Brian Lashoff. If you've followed the Red Wings organization for, 10 seasons, you know Brian Lashoff. He's been in the league for 10 seasons, and he's played all of them with the Griffins. He did play 123 career games with the Red Wings, and he does get pulled up, if defense is needed, kind of as a backup. He has 2 Calder Cup victories, so 2013 and 2017 with the Griffins, and he's been in 6 playoff appearances, all with the Griffins.
Yeah, he's one of only 3 Griffins currently that have been in both playoff or both championships.
Definitely, and something that we've noticed is that if he's on a defensive pairing, it can usually be with a rookie. We've got a lot of rookie defensemen most of the times coming through the system, and he's the one that's going to teach them.
Mm-hmm.
To be on the ice and to be with someone who's knowledgeable and someone who's been in the league a long time is a huge benefit to the rookie Griffins that he is, counseling and, being with every step of the way, teaching with his hockey sense.
It takes patience. He has a lot of patience, and if for any veteran, I think it would be difficult to be put on a line with a kid who it's his first season. That must be frustrating, but for him, it's natural. He's adapted to the role very well. He's very patient, and he takes the time with the guys that he knows are going to be moving on to the next step, and he's embraced that role, I think.
Definitely, and I think he does a great job. He is alternate captain as well, and again, I just think his leadership is unsurmountable.
Oh, yeah, he's
insurmountable.
you can't get better than that. Next up was Dylan McIlrath. He's an interesting guy. He's the non-existent role of enforcer for the Grand Rapids Griffins. It's his 3rd season as a Griff. He went through quite a few trades before coming to us that season, and it's his 7th year pro, so he's been around. He is an NHL draft guy, but he's now in the AHL, and probably, he deserves to be in the NHL, I think, but right now he's fitting his position very well.
Yeah, he's done 4 Calder Cup playoffs, and he's done 2 of those with the Griffins, and he was on the Calder Cup winning team of 2017. I just know that something for McIlrath that we've both noticed is that he is an enforcer. He's going to protect his team.
Oh, yeah.
I know the first game I saw him play at the Van Andel.
We were frustrated.
At the Van Andel, he dropped his glove first game. But that, I think, speaks to me now as just someone who's willing to be there for his team, protect his team. And he's
even a new team, though. It was brand new to the team, and he was willing just to embrace that role.
He's also alternate captain as well. And I just think his presence on the ice, he establishes himself. He's got a very stern face and a stern countenance, and I think anybody we play knows that don't mess with the team if, Mac is playing. So
he hasn't come off the bench yet to come after somebody, but I think he would if he wasn't so controlled. But also, aside from that, though, too, he's a very skilled defenseman.
Definitely.
He plays very well. He plays very smart, and he's another one of those, like Brian Lashoff, another one of those veteran leaders who comes alongside the newer guys and leads them. Whether they're rookies or not, they might just be new to the team, and he's adapted very well. He's found a place to call
he's
home
a big
here.
body too.
Yeah.
He's a big guy,
Huge.
and big defensemen we have some of the biggest ones in the league.
Yeah.
And I think it's just been great. Someone who isn't talked about quite enough is Colin Campbell.
Yes.
Number 45 for the Griffins. He is a 5-year pro, and he's played 5 Calder Cup playoffs as well. He won the Calder Cup with us in 2017, and I believe 2 of the Calder Cups he's played in all of them have been with us.
Yeah, yep. He's
been with us
from
the start of his career.
Yeah.
Something about Campbell is his PK ability,
yes.
his penalty kill ability. He is always one of the 2. So it's him and it's Dominic Turgeon that are always buddies on the power.
I'd say they're probably a PK dynamic duo.
Gosh, I mean, I think they're so great, and their board play is incredible. And I think something about Campbell is his consistency.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember a game where he didn't play a consistent game. Like
he's always so level. There's never any guessing as to if he's going to have an off night. He never seems to have an off night. He's always playing very well.
Right. Yeah, and I think he's someone, and that makes him dependable. I think for coach, and I think for his teammates, and that he's going to do whatever it takes to get points on the ice and to drive pucks to the net.
Play that 200-foot game.
And he's so fast too. He's a quick skater, and I think that's hard to be up against as a team against them. So. Yeah,
and another guy that's not often talked about, and I think a lot of people actually mistake him as being one of the rookies because he's only been with Grand Rapids, and I've heard a few people mention, he's really fresh to the league, but it's Turner Elson. He's been in the league he's a 6-year pro. Yes. He's been around, and he's 26. So he's one of the guys that he seems like one of the younger guys.
Second-year Griffin, so second season as a Griffin.
But he seems like one of the younger players, but he's actually a veteran to the league, and he plays like it. His only playoffs really in the pro league as far as the AHL goes has been with the Grand Rapids Griffins. It's his first playoff run last season. He's had a championship. He played in the 2014 Kelly Cup and took away a championship there. But being in the pros now, he's really, I think, embraced the speed. He's a huge point producer now. He's on track to beat his career high of 30 points, which was
he had two back-to-back career highs of 30 points in a season, and he's already on track to beating that this season, and we're not even, we're halfway through.
Yeah, and he's going to far exceed that for sure, but he's one of the guys that he brings a lot of energy to the ice. When he hits the ice, he is driving hard, and he's starting those rushes. He's getting it going. Yeah. And he never seems to be out of it.
He has 3 shorthanded goals this season. Yeah. And that shows the work ethic, and that shows driving to the net, because most of the time it's hard to get a play. And I mean, shorthanded goals, that's impressive in itself. So I just think that his work ethic, and I think he's also someone who's really dependable. Something all these vets of the AHL have in common is their dependability. And I think that can be hard to find in like a rookie who, wants to fast track it to the NHL. But these guys, they've been there, they've learned, they've coped, and they've really honed in their skill.
They know what's expected of them, so when coach puts them on the ice, no matter what line it's on, because these guys do get flipped around on what line, so it's not like they're the top line all the time, but they know no matter what line they're on, they know what's expected of them and what they have to do while they're out there.
Definitely. They've got just their skill is honed in, I think.
Yep.
So those are the guys that we think the long-term AHL pros that have been with us for either short or long-term, they have just contributed to our team immensely. So that's Matt Ford, captain, alternate captain Brian Lashoff, alternate captain Dylan McIlrath, Colin Campbell, and Turner Elson are 5 players that you need to keep watching for this season and seasons to come. So thanks for watching, everybody.